It is a majestic Toronto landmark whose star has faded, but the city has a plan to make Casa Loma the go-to place for dining and special events. Here's Tom Hayes with a special look at what's in store. Tom?
Yeah, Gord, it's the jewel of Toronto, or at least it used to be. Casa Loma is a little worn these days, but tonight we get a first-hand tour of how it's going to be brought back to life. The antique pipe organ has been fired up. The Christmas tree is in place. Casa Loma has been fixed up for the holiday, but there is much more fixing up on the way.
Wow. And look at this room. It's one of the most spectacular rooms in the city of Toronto.
Unfortunately, spectacular and Casa Loma don't often appear in the same sentence these days. They did back in 1911 when the castle started to take shape. Casa Loma was intended to be Toronto's grandest location. It would be the place where royalty would be entertained. But that vision soon started to crumble, and decades later, so did the castle. Look up, way up, and you'll see the mesh holding together the stonework. Look inside, you'll see the man who's been handed the keys to the castle.
What we are going to do is engage the Toronto community to come here all the time. This will be a spectacular room for weddings.
Nick DiDonato has a history with turning around old buildings.
And imagine this as a great restaurant for you to bring your guests or visitors or just to come on a regular basis to have dinner here. Why not open this space up? And our vision is to have afternoon tea at Casa Loma on a Saturday and Sunday during Winterlicious.
The renovations will be extensive.
And you can see some of the wear marks on the floor and the side rails here, so that'll all be restored.
There's woodwork to fix, graffiti to remove.
We will clean that up and maintain it on a regular basis.
It's a big project, $7 million, and it will take years to complete. The renovations will be done in stages, with the upscale restaurants scheduled to open by the end of next year. Secret tunnels, hidden rooms, all the vision of Sir Henry Pellet. His vision is about to be resurrected. It was Sir Henry Pellet's home, but he only lived there for 10 years. He was a man of vision, knighted for his war effort. Casa Loma was to be his masterpiece. In 1911, it would cost $3.5 million to build, but money was no issue. Pellet built the hydro dam at Niagara Falls, a dam that created electricity and pretty much printed money. Sir Henry Pellet sold electricity to the city of Toronto. That made him a very wealthy man. But when the government stepped in and took over the power business, his empire was over. And so were his plans for Casa Loma. The city of Toronto seized the castle after Pellet stopped paying the property tax. Today, it's a bit of a worn-out tourist stop. You from Singapore?
Yeah, it's a very beautiful place. Something unique in a big industrial city.
And we can use the word unique as we go deeper into the secret parts of the castle. An underground tunnel. Sir Pellet would use it to travel between buildings, and it will be brought to life again.
Archival images of the Great Depression, of the Great Fire.
There are other areas buried deep in the castle, such as the concrete swimming pool that was never finished, but now will be.
This is going to be a great theater for us.
Oh, so we're
going to have
chairs?
A screen, we'll have chairs.
As you can see, Hollywood has been here on occasion. Nick DiDonato wants the A-listers here more often.
There wasn't an event here at Casa Loma during Film Festival. Imagine bringing everybody from around the world, from Hollywood.
For Casa Loma, it's a new vision that sounds like a familiar plan originally hatched over 100 years ago.
I think Sir Henry Pellet would be extremely excited about the potential and finally seeing what he had envisioned come to fruition in Toronto.
Now, the Liberty Entertainment Group promises not to close Casa Loma during the renovation, so it will be a slower process over many years as contractors move from room to room. I'm Tom Hayes.